Okay, so welcome folks. This is my first video, and in this video we will be making a Scratch game. We will be we will be making a game of a fishing game. So head over to scratch.mint.edu and click create. First thing we need is a sprite, but we won't be using Scratchy. We will be drawing our sprite, and this sprite is with this sprite you're gonna catch fish. So make sure to draw it. I'm gonna draw it like this. Okay, so I have made my sprite. So this is the sprite, but since we want this to be following the cursor, and when you make a sprite follow the cursor, it will always go, the middle of the point will be at the mouse pointer, but we want this point to be at the mouse pointer. So for that we just take this and drag it so that this point will be directly in the middle. Okay, moving on. Go to the code tab and we will make some code for the sprite. So since we want the sprite to follow our mouse pointer, we're gonna do when flag clicked. We're gonna do a forever loop because we want to do this forever. Simply go to and choose mouse pointer, and if we test it, you'll see it is working, and it is where we want it to. The tip is on the mouse pointer. It's not directly in the middle, it's where we want it. Great. Now we shall make the backdrop. I'm gonna just make this make the backdrop blue because it's the ocean, but I'm gonna just make it like that and should be fine. Now we want another sprite for the fish, so we're gonna go make another sprite. Let's call it fish. And what are we gonna do with the fish? Well, let's say, so first we have to draw the fish. So I'm gonna draw it, I'll be right back. Okay, so initially I wanted my fish to look like this, but apparently I'm bad at art, so I just took some fish from Scratch. No, took this fish. I'm gonna take this fish too. If it fish C, and I'm gonna take so fish D. Now because we want various types of fish, make sure to get I don't know, at least 4 custom images or something, because this sprite is not, we're not gonna be using that sprite, we'll only be using clones of this sprite. This sprite will be a cloner, if that makes any sense. So what in the code tab we're gonna do when flag clicked, and then we want to forever keep spawning these fish. So we're gonna do forever, and we don't want to spawn them like forever, we want to wait like 0.5 seconds before we spawn another one. So wait 0.5 seconds and create clone of myself. Great. Now I think I'm gonna make him a little bit, yeah, that's great. Okay, so now what we want to do is, I think actually I'm gonna set the size to 50 here, and okay, so now because we don't want the real sprite to show up, only clones of it, we're gonna hide it before we make any clones, right? So hide it here. Now since we want to work with the clones, we're gonna work with when I start as a clone head block. So when I start as a clone, we want to be visible, but before we are visible, we don't want our clones to appear in the middle of the screen. They should be coming from the left to the right? So take your real sprite and put it somewhere in the left where we want the fishes to spawn. I wanted them to spawn right here. So you take the X position, which I think I'm gonna do minus 250. I'm gonna take the X position, the current X position, and I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do, when I start as a clone, go to X, the X I'm currently on, the sprite is currently on, and Y. For Y we want one fish to be to come from here, from here, from here. We want to be random. So we take the lowest point of X, which will be for me minus 164. We copy it, and in the operators tab we have this pick random block. Yeah. So we put in the left the smaller value, and in the right the higher value. So we put the X here, and then we go very high up, and we take this X and put it here. We can put this one in the Y here. Right. No, we want to show it, not hide it. Great. Now we want forever to go to the right. So forever, just simply move 10 steps. Okay, let's see how it works. Ooh, they're moving really fast. And see here how they get stuck at the end? That's because we want them at the end to just disappear, but they don't disappear, right? Because we never told them to. First of all, we can make it a bit smaller, let's say 3 steps, so it's not that, yeah, that seems fine. Also, I want to do 0.7 seconds. I don't want them to spawn so much, that, yes, this is okay. Right. So at each loop in the forever loop, we're gonna check if, let's actually take the sprite and go with very end, and we don't care about the Y, care about the x. If the x is 249, we want it to disappear. So gonna copy that, and if we're gonna take an OR block. If is equal or greater than 249, if the fish's x position is greater or equal to 249, then we'll just simply delete this clue. Let's see. Oh, great. It's perfect. Now, we actually want this sprite to be in front of all the arrows, so we can go to front layer here. Great. Now it should work fine. Yes, it is in front of the other sprites. Now we don't want them to be the same kind of fish, you know. So what we could do is we have this switch costume tool, and we can switch it to okay, so you know how costumes are counted, like this is the first costume, the second one, the third one, the fourth one? Well, if you do switch costume to join to, it is actually gonna get the second costume and set it as the costume, you know. So now every fish is the second costume. So we can use what we learned with the pick random block and do pick random with pick random 1, 2, and then how many costumes do we have? We have 4. Okay, sorry for that. Okay, now how many costumes do we have? We have 4 costumes. So we can do 1 to 4. This should give us a variety of fish. Let's see. And yes, it works, as you can see. They're all random. Great. Just like we wanted. Now we want to have the ability to actually catch fish. So we do like this. So we want so we want, if the fish touches this sprite and the left mouse button is clicked, then we want just to go to the sprite, right? So we can do that really easy. We can make if at something touching sprite 1, then another if mouse down, then just simply go to sprite 1. Actually go to mouse point. Yes, if you use go to sprite 1, then look what would happen, right? They just get off. I don't know why. But what we can do is we can go to mouse pointer. Now it's good, you know. We have them as long as we want if they don't escape, you know. But we want that. We want the fish to be able to escape. If you just do this too hard, they will escape. Yeah. So, as developers say, not a bug, it's a feature. Right. Now, this is great to know, but we want the fish to have an animation. And what better animation than just to make them rotate like this. Yes, we're gonna do that animation. So how we can do this is by we need a variable, I think. Yes, we need a variable called rotate by for this sprite only. And we're gonna set at the very here, set rotate by to 1. So now we're gonna do point in direction plus rotate by. Now it's gonna rotate every time, but it doesn't work really fine. Why? Because we are rotating by 1, they're going this way, and they're constantly going, and because we used the move 3 steps block, they're moving in that direction, so that's not good. What we need to do is no longer move 3 steps. We're gonna use the change x by 3, and that should get rid of that. Okay, but we still don't want them to rotate like this, you know. So what we could do is how long do we want them to rotate? We want them to rotate like 150, and then 150, and then 65. Okay, so until 150 or 65. So we could do an if statement if equals, and another if statement if equals, if direction is equal to, first we're going to say 65 and then 150. So if it's equal to 65, then we gotta go down. So we set this to 1, and if we want it to go up, I'm gonna do -1. Good, and it should fix any problems. Yes, look how cute they are. I love them, and we can catch them, but it's pretty buggy in the editor, but it will have no problem in the game, you know. So yeah, now we want to have a variable called score, and whenever we take a fish and I don't know, put it up here, if we want it to disappear and our score to grow up. But that's a thing we will be doing in the next tutorial based on this game we're making in Sprite. So I'll see you in the next video. We'll be talking about score and making fish disappear if we collect them. Anyways, thanks for watching this video, and if you like the video, like it. If you dislike it, please hit the dislike button, and please subscribe. It would help me a lot, and yeah, that's all I want to say. Okay, bye, and make sure to bye and scratch on.